I'm joined with assistant manager Adam Flanagan after our fourth pre-season friendly at home to Concord Rangers. Adam, a 5-0 win. Obviously we know it's not about the results in pre-season, but what's your take on the performance from the players today?
My take on the performance would be that it was improved from where we were on Tuesday night. I think there was more tempo and intensity to our play. I think defensively we were, from where we'd been previously, quite open in the last two pre-season games. I felt we were quite solid and limited them to few opportunities. They probably had more so in the second half, more opportunities than they did in the first. But also pleasing that we've scored a few goals as well, and the manner that we scored the goals when we made the changes in the second half.
Yeah, we know that Concord, obviously this season they've got pretty much a whole new side and they're quite a young side. So is that a good test for the boys to face a young side that have got a lot of fight about them?
Yeah, I think it was the physical competition we wanted it to be in the first half. It felt like a league game, which is a testament to them as well, and that's what we want. I think second half we really kicked on, especially in the attacking areas. And yeah, it was for me. It was a big upturn in where we'd been, I'd say, in the last two, and that's what we want. I think we're midway through pre-season now. I think we've played 4 games out of the 8, I believe, that we've got scheduled. 2 wins, 2 draws. More positivity in today's performance than the previous games, I would say, and a step in the right direction.
We spoke to Ben Tuesday after the 2-1 defeat at Whitstable, and he was saying that he was trying something new in that game. Was it a case today of going back to kind of what we're used to, or trying something again completely new for this game?
No, I think we went back to what we were doing last year. The setup and the formation, the squad was very similar to what we did last year. It was more of a keeping and a re-emphasising what we did last year today, rather than what we'd experimented with on Tuesday.
Just want to touch on the players that we've retained this season. I think it's 14 in total that we've kept from last season. How important is that for us being a non-league side, and how much it can be a revolving door for clubs?
Yeah, it can be a strength. I think it will be a strength for us, but also sometimes it can be a negative in terms of players know they come back to pre-season, they know the squad, maybe they're a little bit more complacent. Complacency sets in because they're at an environment where they know, and we set a good environment last year. So it's just making sure that complacency isn't in our performances. And if I'm being really honest, I thought maybe it had been in the last 2. I don't think we had it today. I think it was much more in keeping with expectations on that front. And maybe that's a positive that came out on Tuesday, just a refocus for all of us. I do think that what we've got in the dressing room, what we brought back this year, is really strong, and it's about delivering it on the pitch, and the boys went some way to show that today.
Do you want to touch on the goal from Reggie? Obviously his first goal for Margate at Hartstown Park as well, and the assist, I call it, from Tom Derry, the little dummy. Does that just show the trust that these players have got in themselves?
Yeah, I think like I said, whilst I was saying just previously it could be a negative of the group being all knowing each other and all coming back, that's a positive aspect of it. It's that they know each other's games a little bit more now, and certainly that goal, really pleased for Reggie. He's come in pre-season, he's only 16. I think he's been really positive, and I think he took his goal really well, and it was a well worked move, good pass by Hibbs, like you say, good dummy by Tom, and a good finish by Reggie. So that was really pleasing.
Would you say that we are where we expected to be at this point in pre-season? Obviously you, Ben and Elliot, we've had your conversations prior to these fixtures. I think
we're a little, if I'm being really honest, I think we're a little bit behind. I think we need a little bit more sharpness in our play. I think we need to be a little bit better in terms of our retention of the ball and the way we play, move the ball into midfield, out wide from centre halves. But so I think we're a little bit behind. But look, it's not about being perfect now. It's about being perfect for the first game of the season. And like I say, I felt today was a real good, positive performance, and like a step in the right direction. And we've got 4 games now to really now push on, and I think we will push on. So it's a work in progress. It's about being ready for a couple of weeks' time, and I think today went some way in putting things in a better place than maybe where they've been previously.
Brilliant. Cheers, man.
Thank you.